Movie Man Matthew here today, and boy am I happy. It's another mail day. I mean, this is my favorite day of all the days to ever days, you know. So, we have a pretty big lot here, so I'm not gonna waste your time. So let's get to it. Now, first up, we have Hollow Point. Now, this is an action thriller with Patrick Wilson, John Leguizamo, and Ian McShane. Now, I saw the trailer, and pretty much that sold me on the movie. I had to buy it. I have to see it. I mean, it's a great cast. It looks like a very good plot, a good story, and, well, I mean, with this cast, how could you say no? So yeah, The Hollow Point. Next up, we have the Universal Classics Monsters Collection. Now, this includes Dracula, Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, and The Wolfman. Now, these are 4 classic films. You know, these are some of the best that the Universal monster lineup has to offer. You know, obviously, with the first volume, I probably would have included The Mummy as well. Perhaps even over, say, The Invisible Man. I mean, just because that woman who just screams so much.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, enough about that. You know, these are some great movies. They're important to the horror genre. They're fantastic films, and in some crazy way, they're kind of relaxing too. Except The Invisible Man.
Please don't. Shut up.
Anyway, these are very important films to the horror genre, and despite their importance, are actually still, to this day, very good films. You know, the Universal Classic Monsters are something I grew up watching. I always sought them out. You know, I bought the DVDs when they were available, and then when they announced that awesome Blu-ray set, the first one with, you know, all of them from Dracula all the way down to, you know, the Phantom of the Opera, you know, I bought that. And then when they announced the box sets that included the solo films and their sequels, I bought those again. I don't mind double dipping for certain films, especially these films, and to have them on 4K is a true blessing. I am very excited to see how tremendous these films look, and I cannot wait to open this and watch them. Now, next up, we have a pretty decent sized box from JB Hi-Fi. Oh, yes, one of the most talked about dreadful Nicolas Cage films. Now, I have to own every Nicolas Cage film, I don't care. I need Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is never the problem. The problem just happens to be sometimes the projects that he picks. Now, this really stings because this has a great cast. You have Tony Jaa, who's an excellent martial artist, and you have Frank Grillo, who happens to be in a lot of these films, but you know, Frank Grillo is more often than not the reason you watch those, you know, films. You know, he kicks ass, he's a badass, he's sexy as hell, and I mean, what else do you need? But yeah, I bought this Nicolas Cage, so next up, you have USS Indianapolis, Men of Courage, which, yet again, another Nicolas Cage film with a fantastic cast and wasted potential. I mean, this is based on a true story, so that kind of adds insult to injury. And, you know, it's just Thomas Jane's in it, you got Nicolas Cage, and I believe it was Tom Sizemore, and all wasted in this mediocre attempt to tell that tragic true story. And yeah, I mean, there's not much more I can say about this, but you know, Nick Cage, so I have to own it. Oof. Now, if we're going on the polar opposite end of the scale with Nick Cage, we are going with Pig, which is a tremendous Nicolas Cage film, which absolutely shows his incredible dramatic acting. I mean, the man's obviously always been talented, and for him to actually still show that today amongst dozens upon dozens of straight to DVD movies you know, and bring out stuff like Mandy, The Color Out of Space, and now Pig. I mean, that is always a blessing. I mean, seeing great Nick Cage, like peak Nick Cage, it's always a blessing, and I highly recommend this film. I really do. It's a great, very unique film, and I mean, there's not much to say about it. You have to watch this film. It's a must-watch Nick Cage film. Next up, we have a creature feature, Blackwater Abyss. Now, this is a sequel to Blackwater, which I also own on Blu-ray, courtesy of Umbrella Entertainment. Now, I love myself some killer animal movies. You know, I've got a lot of shark movies, B-grade or just, you know, Hollywood produced things. And, you know, I also have obviously all the Anaconda films. But yeah, I just love creature feature films, and this is definitely one I was keen to check out, especially after having seen the trailer. So, I mean, why not? Next up, we have an MJ Bassett directed film, Endangered Species, with Jerry O'Connell and one of her other actors who starred in her other film, Rogue, which was a fun little action horror film with Megan Fox, you know, but that's neither here nor there. This film, I mean, I gotta check it out. It kind of looks like it has the same vibe as Rogue, so, you know, I'm happy to check out any dumb, fun, mindless piece of entertainment that I can put on a Sunday night and just chill, mellow the fuck out, and just enjoy myself. So yeah, this was definitely one, and yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. My money. So that was Big Haul today for damn sure. Now, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. More content is coming and I can't wait to show you. Subscribe, hit the bell notification button,